Well, guys, made my way back here to the starting gate just in time for Aidan's Army to show up. So right here is Minnie Hawk. You can see she's on her toes a little bit. She's got the big white face. Stod is back here. I don't want to say red helmet. They're all wearing red helmets. Right here, that's about to be walked up. You see he's being led. He was really hot galloping yesterday. He's got a little bit of lather on his neck, but he looks much better today than he did yesterday. There's Havana Anna just taking the turn behind the gray horse. So we're pretty cramped in here. We don't have a lot of room when we're at the 10 furlong shoot back here, but Aidan's horses all going to be moving into line to stand. I'm sure they're going to back them out. I believe that's what he mentioned yesterday. Here's True Love for anybody looking for her. She's number 921 right there. Here comes the Lion in Winter. He was warm yesterday, but I heard Rishi say that's just kind of how he goes. Here's Precise right here with the pink on the bottom of her saddle towel. So she's about to move into line right now. I can see where this is going. All the favorites are going to be loaded in to school first. So once Minnie Hawk got into the gate, she was actually better. Stod is moving around just a little bit. So we have in the gate right now, the Lion in Winter, Stod, Minnie Hawk, and Precise about to come in. I don't know how many at a time they are going to be putting in, but everybody else back here just circling until it's their turn. Obviously, what we're looking for here is these horses to get acclimated. Chili, let's go to the front. We can see kind of where these guys go. So these horses are not accustomed to having starters in the gates with them. So these horses are all going to come in and have this person stand by their head, which is something that they are not normally doing when they're in Europe. So this is all new for them. And anytime you have a person high above a horse, it can be intimidating to a horse. It can make them a little nervous. So this is great for them to have to stand. You can see a couple of them throwing themselves around a little bit when they're coming out. So they didn't actually stay in there all that long, probably because we have such a large group to get through right here. But they went in, they stood, they're coming back out. We got Jay Slender, the head starter right here. He's actually closing the tailgate on this first horse, and he's the one that's controlling all these guys and telling them which horse to bring up. I didn't see who was in the first stall, but Bedtime Story is coming through. And then you see we've got some handlers now helping. So in addition to the riders that are on their backs, we have Aidan's assistant out here holding some of these on the ground that are a little bit more nervous. Havana Anna is coming up right now. Estilla, who I believe is on the Alsos, is moving up to this next group. So we're probably going to have about 3 groups of these horses coming in stand. This group going much better than the last group. True Love coming in. She looked fantastic. I mean, talk about carrying really good weight. You can't even tell that she shipped over here. She looked like she's lived her whole life. She's beautifully built, doing everything with consummate professionalism. A couple of these getting worked up. Definitely not True Love. She looks fantastic. Here's Brussels backing back out after a successful schooling. Didn't seem to be bothered by that at all. And you see, again, all these horses up here, the riders talking to the handlers. Jay back here working the tailgates, getting them in and out pretty quickly as long as they're good. That's one of the keys in here. They want them to stand in the gate and have a really good experience. So it's not just in and then back out real quick. If they're being bad, they have to stand in there, and then the reward for being good is to get to come out. Backing out a couple more right here. And that was Havana Anna coming back out. Let's see if we can catch back up with Minnie Hawk and see if she's being a little bit better, because she was going a little loco. There she is. She's got the handler on her. See in the maroon shirt walking. So she's been one that's been a little bit nervous to keep going. And again, this area very small. So while they're used to tight quarters, that's Pat Keating leading her. Leading Minnie Hawk. Aidan's longtime assistant. We see him all over the world. All right, couple left to go here. Mission Central. And Donich's and Joseph's horses are also a part of this mix. So it's not just Aidan's horses here. They've got the whole lot of them. There's Queen of Hawaii. And we also got a Sadler horse. Who are you on, Juan? A maiden. So... Oh, Mohaven. Okay. So Juan Leva up here on Mohaven. That's actually a Yopon Calbred. She's running in the Golden State Juvenile Fillies. She broke her maiden and is second in the generous portions. She has quite the lot to to be joining in with right now. I love that. All right, guys, couple more to load here, but I've walked you through all of them. I'm out of breath. I can't read anymore. Back to you.
You're out of breath. I'm out of ink trying to take notes here. I'm happy that Rishi's next to me, but you talk about their professionalism. You talk about how well-mannered they are. You talk about how well-trained they are, how nothing makes them turn a hair.
Yeah, you know, one or two might just be a little bit fractious because they're seeing something they may not have seen before. So you can understand that. But in general, they're all well-behaved. Yep. Precise is probably doing the worst at the moment, and that's Rachel Richardson on her, the chestnut with the white star. But Rachel was talking such glowing terms about Precise earlier this week. But they're all really, there's nothing to worry about looking at them as a whole, as a group. And I said the fact that they're all together probably gives them a bit of comfort.